Here we go.
Grand Rising Elizabeth. It is Thursday, August the 22nd. Oh my goodness. Woo. It's just rolling on. Every time I look up, it's like closer and closer to school starting and all of that happening. So Sunday is Hug Detroit. I put up some more flyers and I have passed some more out and just been sent out a blurb on my Facebook page and just
Yeah, we're really, really super excited. I mean, uh, that horse, that bringing in that horse component
mm-hmm,
I mean, it's the real deal. I didn't know it was that big a deal. I'm thinking because usually when I see Maji with this horse, Chief, um, it's one or two horses and they're just riding the kids around. And I've gone out to his to where the horses are, which is
mm-hmm,
about 45 minutes. And they so I've just seen that, them
mm-hmm,
walk around and stuff, but
mm-hmm.
it would be knowing Maji, I'm not surprised how involved he is. And yeah, because he would always talk about his horses and stuff, but to see it. And so when he described at the last meeting, he described what was going to happen. So we kind of walked through the whole show, the whole
Mm-hmm.
day in our mind, who's doing this and who's doing that and stuff. So uh when he was talking about, and then the horses, people are coming with their horses and stuff, and then
Wow.
they'll be parading in and stuff, and he's got, drummers and stuff, about 30 drummers, and he's got, the guy with the stilts, walking and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
he's a vice principal right now. I think he's going to get this job, but he's in education with the elementary age.
Mm-hmm.
So, he has a love for children. So there'll be a lot of children there, a lot of, and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, I'm think RJ's gonna be there. His,
Mm-hmm.
maybe his dad will bring him. I'll find out for sure. Whichever way, if I have to go get him, then that's what I'll do because I want him to participate in that for sure. And he said
Yeah.
he wanted to. He
Yeah.
said he wanted to. So um yeah, forgot what I was gonna say, but I really look forward to, and I'm working on my banner. I decided to paint it myself.
Okay.
Um So I may put at least it'll say make and take if not anything else, but I'll work on it today and tomorrow. And then Saturday is Juanita's health
Right.
fair,
Right. Yeah.
and I'll be there for a few hours
Mm-hmm.
doing that.
Yeah.
And
No, I
yeah.
won't. I won't be. She sent me a thing. I told her post it
Mm.
in
And WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
uh, world, there's a lot going on. It is like she said, it's the 22nd of August of 2024, based on when you might look at this.
Mhm.
And talk about
2024.
the last weekend in August, which is in just in a few days,
Hmm.
and we have our annual Hug Detroit Day, and that's the day when we just stop and we celebrate Detroit and hug Detroit, hug and appreciate and its people.
Hmm.
So no matter where you are, whether you're at the event, we do always have an event, a day of festivities and live entertainment and good food and Mama Evelyn's always there with her creativity and the vendors. We really go out. It's a baby of Sky Covington, and I'm the surrogate mom. Partner with this, 12 years. And but we have a new partner, which is the equestrian horseback show. They
Mhm.
deal with horses. They go around to schools, they and teach about horses and stuff like that. I mean, literally, they go from different schools and different events, and so that the children get familiar with horses and stuff. Really, really, really cool. So,
Wow. Yeah. I remember, I think RJ, that's when we had a car. I think he was 4 or 5. And there was a guy like right here, like we're talking on Warren, St. Jean area,
mhm.
uh, Cadillac area, was riding a horse. And we stopped him and asked him questions. And
Right, right, right.
I thought, wow, I was just really glad to see that, and I'm glad to see it's gonna come around. And I think that's why RJ, I think that sparked a memory in him. Because he, like I said, he has been on a horse.
Yes.
Um, but I really want him to experience that.
Mhm.
And that would be so cool. So
Mhm.
cool. So I did pull a card from the
Okay.
mystical goddess tarot,
Yes.
and fire. And her
Bye.
name is Delight.
Yes.
So let's see what it has for us. Venus in Aries is what this card is. The four-pointed fire mandala symbolizes the full circle of completion.
Mm.
Just as nature becomes ablaze with the colors in its final cycle of autumn, form ascends into fire in its last stages of consumption and completion. This vibrant image signifies the importance of completion now in your life. This is a time to acknowledge and release what no longer serves you and let it ascend into spirit. Address the address unfinished business and complete it now. Be willing to be empty so that the space is clear and open for new beginnings.
Wow.
Man,
Wow.
what have I been doing? I've been completing things.
Yeah.
I've complete. I said, I need to complete these things I have going on, and the purging, and when I'm purging it builds up my stockpile to share with you guys
Yes, right.
creativity. So there are so many, for people who are like into jewelry and adornment, and I can picture you in, have you seen the rope necklaces? Have you seen them ever?
Uh,
It's the African fabric, and it's they have rope chokers and bracelets, and you can do earrings, and
mhm.
there's the multi-strand rope necklaces, and then they can come down to be like shawls, rope shawls over your arms.
That's beautiful.
So I was gonna just show a video of find a video of a girl making them, and I thought this would be really nice and cool. And yeah, because I know you're into really cool jewelry and
That's
stuff.
right. Otherwise, I'll just be plain. But when it's time to do my thing, if I, that's when I start doing the hair and jewelry. I use whatever.
Ooh, that would be nice ropes that you could just sit on your head. and come and just maybe have some sort of adornment hanging from.
I did I have a style where it's a wedding veil.
Mm-hmm.
And I braided the sister's hair and then did the thing where it came down as her veil for her
Mm-hmm.
wedding. Uh-huh. And then you pulled it up, you could pull it up, and then it was sitting back here, and it was slick. We was getting down back in the day. I'm telling you. Oh, you
I'm glad,
Everest was like, yeah,
and I'm really glad you documented that too.
yeah, yeah.
I'm glad you documented that because looking in the book that you gifted me, I was like, wow, wow, just what to do with braids and just make the
And
hair
it's
and
actually time to do another book.
okay.
And so that being said, I would like for you to uh like partner with me, buddy with me to make our books. You make books, with your showing your art. Yeah. Do a book,
Hmm.
do a book. So you work
Okay.
on that and I'll work on because it's time for Everest to do another book.
Right,
Or
right.
I don't know if I want to do uh if I want to do it as a sequence of the other one or a whole different name.
Hmm.
But this one, because that's in black and white, I would love for them to see the color version of that,
Hmm. Hmm.
and add because Angelique, she really stays on top of techniques, all the trends and stuff out there on the internet. She knows
Hmm.
how to do them.
Hmm.
We have no interest in doing them. So we sent all that stuff to her, and
Hmm.
we need to document. And they've not done Grand Rising, Lakeisha. They have not done a photo session with me. I'm telling you, we was on it. We was like full out everything when when we first started and stuff.
Hmm.
Always out in the community and doing shows and going to conferences and stuff around the hair. And so like it's time, like I said, it's time for another book, updated stuff that we do and what will we talk about and so on and so forth. So that's on the table. So you pull your art together and create a art book because it could be just like a tabletop.
Hmm.
You don't have to do a lot of writing, or you can, it's up to you. And
Hmm.
uh, um, yeah, and then you could also like ask for poetry from people who, I mean, you can go in any direction in making your book unique. And if you're not a poet, but you like that, you could ask for like Pam Star has a lot of, yeah, her poetry is deep. Her brother's poetry, her twin, is really deep.
Hmm.
So let's do that. Let's do that together.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of pictures. A
Yeah, you
lot.
do. Yeah, and you got a lot of new art because
Hmm.
we'll be doing the different models and photographing just all that it entails. And like I said, I'm just kind of talking to you, but talking to myself, reminding these things are coming up that those days of photographs and stuff, Ambrose was our photographer.
Right.
We was always doing hair shows, and we would do um so photography was very, very important, so much so that when I would go to like Kinko's,
Hmm.
my sister said, I got her because she's really particular about photos.
Mm-hmm.
Your photographs is 1,000 words.
Yes.
Show a picture, bam,
Yes.
So
Yes.
that had to be right for me. And
Yes.
I did my whole book.
Mm-hmm.
I laid it out all in in PowerPoint.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I took it and to people who do the whole Illustrator,
Mm-hmm.
it was like, man, she did this. They were telling each other, man, she did this in PowerPoint, And so now that we have overlays and even for both of us, now we have AI that can write up. We tell them what we want to say and stuff and put it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Pinky, let me see your pinky. Pinky swear
You swear.
we're gonna work on our book. Now that doesn't mean like it's gonna be in 2, 3 months. It takes
No.
time to do that.
Yes.
And um although it could, it might be the flow just when it flows. How I finished my book because I was stuck is that I didn't want to write. I didn't want to do all that writing. And so what I
Right.
did, one of my last models, she was a dancer. And
Mm-hmm.
so I could not go. I did her hair and they was coming up like that. Really beautiful. And when she went to to Ambrose, right? She I couldn't go. So it was just the two of them. They were in their world. And
Mm-hmm.
he plays, I love his music that he plays when he's doing his photography.
Mm-hmm.
And so she started dancing and being in a position, and he was blah blah blah. When I saw it, that was my writing right there, because all the movements that she did, I would say something about that movement, like be daring. She goes out like that, like that. And so I put be daring, and I talked about the philosophy of braiding and stuff, and be well rounded. She did a pose where she was like this and squat, and so it was round, and that's what that's what helped me finish the book because I didn't know what to write it. I knew the pictures.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I put that all throughout the book,
Mm-hmm.
and but that's how that happened. It's like that's what I was saying. The spirit can just all of a sudden, like, wham, give you something, and that's what you needed to complete or go to the next level, that where you get stuck at.
Right, right. Because I know Sheena's dad was saying that, yeah, all this digital stuff is really great. He said, but you really need it on paper. Pictures on paper is best.
Yeah.
Always. That's what he was saying. Because I was like, oh, okay. I
And
said,
that being said, Mama, the I was just talking to Philip the other day, and I was saying, you know, I'm missing photo albums where you sit down,
and
because
look,
it's just, yeah. And some of those pictures you lose if you lose your phone, or but it's in the clouds and stuff. And then what happens when we pass, right? We move on.
mm,
Nobody has our passwords and our user word, all that stuff. Nobody can
mhm,
get to what our stuff is. So that in and of itself is something that needs to be included when we're doing our you know our wheels and stuff like that. You
mhm.
gotta have your how people can get to your stuff.
Yeah. So much, so much.
So much, so much. Okay, so you have something.
Yeah. If you can give me the power, let's see if I can
Mm-hmm.
pull it up so I can show you.
Yeah,
Hi,
ma'am.
Lakeisha.
myself off of mute. Hey, I want to be included in that pinky for the book.
Okay, all right, there we go.
Include
Okay,
me in
let's
that
work it
one.
out. Let's work it out. By the end of the year, I mean, we'll check in with one another, but by the end of the year, let's have a substantial thing that we finalize by, next year.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we can do a book tour and all that stuff together.
Okay. Let's wrap up this segment.
Yeah. Um,
That's really interesting. About 2 weeks ago, a young lady had did like a pre-launch, but I had a book party, like it was a
yeah.
book party on the Zoom, and so I wanted to see what that was about, and that was kind of interesting. I had never thought about that before.
Yeah. I have a sister that's going to come on. She used to model for me. And she does children's books, and
Yeah.
Patrice is her name.
Patrice, yes, I know Patrice.
Yeah. So she's going to come on, but when I went and saw her books and stuff, I have one. This is one of her books right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I made her some earrings that said.
Yeah, we weren't looking.
Where do I have my hand up? No.
This is her book. So she doesn't have a lot of writing in here. She's great with, the pictures and stuff, but she doesn't have like a lot of writing.
Mm-hmm.
The pictures are nice and colorful.
Yeah. And she's
they're
looking for
beautiful.
someone else to do her illustrations. So if you know somebody who does that kind of work. But so, I talked to her and I told her that it would be nice. I'd like to work with her with creating a play around her books. So she has, I mean, a lot of different plays. I mean, a lot of different books and stuff. And with the children going in and doing a play like for her book, like I'm happy to be me, based on what she says. Just short little plays that they go into the schools and do. Or she has an event and she does it. Are you ready?
Yeah, how do I do? I forgot how I do this.
Okay, down where it says share.
Yeah, okay.
Go do your share. Hit that.
Okay.
It's going to find the one that you want to share and highlight that. I mean, click on that.
Okay.
And there's something over to the right, I think, that says sound.
Okay.
You need to hit that.
Okay.
And then go ahead and share. So yeah, I used to work with children when I was at the church. We did plays and stuff like that. Oh, oh, you got my attention. Oh.
Screen.
You can blow the screen up to the right,
Uh,
all the way to the right, that box down at the bottom. At the bottom.
at the bottom.
Yeah, go to the bottom. Yeah.
Ah, can y'all see it now?
I mean, I can see it. Yeah.
You can see.
That is it. Okay.
Well, yeah, it takes up my whole screen, and then I see y'all off to the side. So,
Okay, good.
all right, ready?
Yeah. It's not playing.
And she doesn't say anything. She just kind of shows you.
Yeah, but she's not, nothing's happening. It's
Oh,
not,
you don't see anything?
it's not moving.
You don't see her moving?
No,
I mean, you don't see her gluing.
no, it's just a picture of her. Just,
Oh,
The
and just,
jury. Is
just
that what you want us to
jury.
see? The jury?
well, I want you to see her making the. She doesn't really say anything. It's more music, and she shows you how she makes the necklace.
Oh, you
Well,
have to
we
hit
see the
play.
end result, but we don't see her making it.
Yeah, you have to hit play.
I did.
Maybe reshare it with the sound.
What you say now? What you say, sweetie?
Maybe you want to reshare it and make sure you hit that sound button.
Okay.
But not only is the sound, the movement, the movie is not rolling. Nothing is rolling.
Do you hear the music?
No,
Okay.
and it's okay. I can see her now. But it looks on here, it looks like you need to press, yeah. Here you go.
So the way she does it is she just does this gluing and then she goes the cord up into the tablet. So there's different
Can't hear you, honey.
Okay.
Hear the music.
Okay.
Maybe you could turn the music down and we can hear you.
Okay. Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one way to cover recording. There are several different ways. This is one way.
Okay.
But I just want to give you an idea with this video of how she does it, of how it's done to make the different speed it up. Sometimes. Some people may be sensitive to the smell of this glue,
Uh-huh.
so
You have something that we can use.
uh,
So you have something else that we can use, right?
yeah, something that's not so. Yeah, because the smell can be kind of off-putting. It doesn't bother me that much, but you know. So now she's making the little tab that will encase. I think we may have to have a sewing machine on site.
That's
And
not,
you can,
that's not Elmer's glue.
no,
It wouldn't
no, it's probably this quick grip glue. That's what it looks like, and it does have a smell. It's kind of like E6000, you know, that has a smell to it. I just have a little to the E6000, but yeah.
Mhm.
You know, you can glue it together, or maybe we'll, you know, maybe some people maybe sew it together, because all you gotta do is put, you know, is sew the ends together. I don't see why. So you let it dry. She's making the tabs. So we're gonna need an iron. Or you can use some lightweight leather. I've seen that done too, to put on the ends. There's different ways. So all you got to do is plug in, you know, rope necklaces, and you'll come up with a whole lot of ways to do this. So she used Velcro. And this is like the sticky back Velcro. You can stick it on there, but I would also give it some glue or sew it. So Queen, if you can imagine, then that can like go around your head.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
I wanted to show. What else was I looking at? Okay, here.
That was really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh man.
It's just made out of cloth. Cloth.
Yeah.
That's
I
beautiful.
was just looking at all these ideas.
Very creative.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's gorgeous.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really like that. I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous.
Yes. And this lady here, this was a lot. This is like a fringe. That's a lot of work. But
Is her work expensive? Is her work expensive?
Get that one.
Is her work expensive?
Is it expensive? What, to buy it?
Her jewelry?
I don't know. I don't know if it's expensive. It's not expensive to make it.
This is a different person, right?
Yeah, this is a different person.
Yeah.
Let me.
Fringe necklace. To see the process and this beauty, just keep watching. Thank you.
Okay. But she does it totally different. I'm just gonna speed it up. So she's using a very thin rope. So she wraps hers. I think she wrapped it. Did she wrap it? Oh no. Okay. So in wrapping it, it's pretty easy, but what she didn't do, what I would do is I cut the fabric on the bias, which makes it stretchy, which makes it easier to go around the cording. But you can see that looks easier than, you know, that's a way to do it. And then just put glue in strategic places if you wanted to, or just, yeah. And you know I have little bottles like that, right?
Yep.
So you don't have to have a big old bottle of glue. So then she put a bead on the end.
One time I had all that jewelry stuff, and I had a jewelry party. I mean, well, I had the kids, yeah. They all sat there and made hair adornments.
Okay.
Earrings.
So what she did was put jump rings, and then you get the chain, and you'll see how intricate this is. And I mean, that's a lot of bead making, a lot of the rope bead making. But it's cool.
Wow. Oh, she can put a bead on every one of them.
On every one of them. There you go. Now she has like 3, I don't think you saw it. She has like 3 layers. It's like 3 layers. If you turn it the other way. You see, they're layered the chain. She's got several on different chains that fall into different layers. But that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it's like it's fun. You can just, yeah, there you go. You see how in the back it's like 3 layers?
That, you know, that's really cool to make a belly dance. The thing that goes around.
And you can't put, you know I got bells. You know I got bells, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness. That would be so cool. You're right, Queen. That would be a belly dance skirt like that.
I would love to have that when I'm doing a solo tambourine.
Mm-hmm.
Have that as I'm moving and parade, you know, and my tambourine, and man, I'm gonna start working on that for my
What's
costume.
the best oil to cook with?
I'm gonna see if we can get a. I have reached out to one of the African stores over there on the west side. So this looks pretty easy too, and you just tie it.
Yeah.
I never got into centimeters. I like inches. I understand inches better than I do centimeters.
Yeah.
But I was saying I was reaching out to the African stores over there, and just see if I could go in and get a bag of scraps.
Yeah. That would be good.
Yeah. So this is a really intricate way to do this. It's to sew that's a lot of work. Rather glue it.
That's taking it to another level.
Yeah, whole nother level. It's like making I don't know if you've ever sewn anything. It's like making straps for like a strap dress, and you
Yeah.
cover the straps with the fabric. Yeah, this is a lot. And she's using a very, very small. I would not use that smaller rope.
Look like she doubled it up.
Huh?
Look like she doubled it up.
Yeah, she made a casing. If you've ever made a pillow, you know that's how you sew the casing for a pillow. But she made this so she could turn it inside out, and then I guess she's gonna. She has to put some rope in there. Yeah. Okay. She's using yarn, so that's really making it soft. It's very interesting. What I usually do, and I'm sure a lot of you do the same thing when you're researching something. You look at several different videos and you pick out what works for you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like because I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I have this PVC pipe contraption where I hang my phone from. And I watched several videos until I got the one that worked for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of them was making them out of galvanized steel, and I said, no, I don't want no galvanized steel over my head. I want to be able to take it off the desk, so I can't. So this is really easy, sewing. So that would the yarn would really make it lightweight.
Oh, that's how it's done.
Are you excited, Queen?
Yep.
Now I have seen the earrings made like this, just little earrings.
Yeah.
To match your necklace and bracelets, because it would all look different because the way the fabric lies. Okay, I know I have a sewing machine. Anybody else have a sewing machine?
I don't.
No, my mother does. My mother used to sew all the time.
How many of you ladies know how to repair your clothes?
Look, I'm getting ready to give my mother some stuff today.
That's why we have you. People like you. Now, that being said, I have done that. I sold my I made my own my prom dress.
Did you?
I
Do you have
did.
a picture?
Not no.
Aw.
Maybe Mama has one somewhere, but it was beautiful. And so I used to do like what Mama had do, like when she just takes something, put it all together and stuff. I used to do it. That's why I'm living my life through Lolly and Danielle and Mama Het. Yeah, and but now Pinky has she has a machine that probably just needs to be,
Okay. All right. Okay, and so she makes the straps. Oh, we getting fancy. Taper the edge like you do a ribbon.
Oh, okay.
So at Haberman's years ago, I used to have a class where I showed you how to hem your own pants,
Yeah.
how to put in a zipper by hand if you needed to. Because usually with wedding dresses, because you know Haberman's is big in like the wedding fashion. So how to put in zippers by hand, different sewing techniques. Like if you know got a rip in your dress and you needed to sew up a side seam, how to sew it where by hand, where you know if you didn't have a sewing machine, you know how to sew it so that it would be sturdy. My first blouse I made was totally by hand. I was 12.
Yeah. I remember
And I had a neighbor. I had a neighbor who knew about, you know, patterns and stuff, and showed me how to cut it out and make it. Wow. See, you know, once you go down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's what I said. When I started doing jewelry and stuff, and I started I started going down that rabbit hole, and I knew I needed to go to work to make some. I said, you know what, I can do this because you get all involved, you know. Then I would start wrapping, doing a necklace, and then I wrap it around, then I add more. Then I want to see what it's going to look like if I make it come over my shoulder and then wrap back around and come around to my hips and stuff like that. And it was intoxicating. I had to save it. So.
Oh, almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all. Let me show y'all that. That's enough. You get the idea.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say that because you know, like I said, I have a lot of ideas, and I have been making these. Let me quit sharing. How do I do that?
Stop sharing.
Okay.
There's a red sign that says stop sharing.
Okay, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I have been printing out these fabric panels with different sayings, and I was going to call the class Pillow Talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
oh, you put those on your pillows?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And just sew them on there. You know, and you could probably do we've done shaving cream painting on here before, haven't we? Yeah, it was. Anyway, but this is like a shaving cream.
Wow.
You know, because you don't know what you get, and it'll just look really nice. And then, you know, like put a panel on it. You know, but you don't want to cover up the art, but so maybe you do just one side with the this and then one side for. But some of the sayings I have is like I said, you know, Marianne Williamson gave me permission to use her Our Deepest Fear poem that she did. She gave me permission to use it in my art and with my art classes. And then there is a there is there is a saying by Rudolf Steiner, who was the creator of the Waldorf schools. I don't have it here, but his was very profound. Yeah, but I'll do it some other time because we're running. I don't want to stop anybody from doing their day, but and I also, I like that manifestation poem from Agape.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. So yeah. So, thank you, Queen, for suggesting I show you videos of what I be doing all day.
Yeah. Just get into the world.
That's
Yeah.
Yes. So
See, what Lolly doesn't know is that after she has the little our grandniece, that would be our grandbaby niece, then for the show, I'm ready to turn that show over to her once she gets settled with little mama. I can be the support for all of the different shows, and I am looking at different platforms as well. Go ahead, Evelyn.
Oh, I was going to ask Lolly, are you planning to breastfeed?
Yes.
Okay, so next Wednesday at the Hannah House from 6 to 8 is the Wisdom Institute. They're going to be talking about breastfeeding, and I'm going to be doing a little workshop with a banner. And so they're just going to be talking about, how important it is to support women who do want to, and women who don't want to. It doesn't matter, I told this story. I don't know if we're going to do it on camera, but my cousin, my favorite cousin, I'm sorry, she's my favorite cousin, and she's about 6 years older than me. And she breastfed all 4 of her children. And the oldest one, she came to stay with me when my mom had to go down to her mom's funeral. And so we went over a friend of hers house to play cards, and Christian was hungry. So he climbed up in her lap, and mama fed him right there. 3 gentlemen at the table. And I was like, and I just, because she had no qualms. This is my baby. I'm feeding my baby, and I don't care what you think. I was like, okay. All righty then.
It's a beautiful experience. And
it is.
When you feel when she's sucking your breast and you could feel your uterus pulling, coming together. It is, if you never breastfed, that's something you never can experience, because it was like he was sucking. It was like that there was a string all the way down to my, down here my uterus, and it was pulling it, like tightening, like when you sewing, then you pull it together and make it. That's that feeling, girl.
Wow.
You're gonna learn something else about your body.
Yeah, because Sheena breastfed RJ.
Yeah.
For like 6 months, 8 months.
And that connection, and when the baby is looking at, well, even if you're bottle feeding, they're looking at you, like looking up at you, like you're my source. And if you're breastfeeding, you really are the source, and they just fall in love with you and you with them.
Yeah.
I didn't breastfeed.
And
one of the reasons why I didn't, because I didn't eat right. So I felt like if I wasn't eating right, then I felt like my baby wasn't going to be getting the proper nutrients. So I said, I gave him formula because I wasn't eating right. Because isn't that important that you eat right, making sure that you like on point with your eating habits, or no? I was
That
real young then, so I was
that
my
is important. That is important, but you were putting something foreign in his body from some machine that made the milk, the formula.
Yeah, yeah.
And so,
And
but if you were alive and you carried him, that was what he was eating anyway, you know. So yeah, you just didn't want to add liquor and all that stuff, but that you needed for you
mm,
to live because he just came out your body. That's what he was surviving off of. And then you put a foreign taste in it. He was used to that taste.
yeah. Oh, Lolly, I got a gruel recipe
It's
for
all
you.
good. It's all good, though.
I got a gruel recipe for you after you had the baby that you drink that really fortifies you. From a midwife I know. Sheena loved it. Oh my God, she loved it.
Good.
And
Send it my
yeah.
way. Send it my way.
And I made Sheena a pillow because Sheena was big. The pillow, the pillow kind of wraps around so that the baby can rest, so that you're not holding the baby. You have something the baby and
Yeah.
made. Yeah, because they
She was a
wanted.
chunky little baby. She was a chunky little baby.
Oh no! Oh Sheena? No, no, no. I mean, when Sheena had RJ, I made her a pillow.
RJ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
made her a pillow. Because they wanted $50.
I said, I can make this.
Ah, yeah, if I can make the pillow for a massage table, I can make a pillow for the baby. Yeah, okay. All right, y'all. This has been very, very nice. And I'm glad I introduced y'all to something y'all may want to do. Lakeisha's gonna come over and make a necklace. So let's hug ourselves. Ooh. Mm, 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 mm. And let's kiss ourselves too. Let's hug the world, the whole wide world, and everyone shed light and love and bring out the light workers.
Yep. That
Bring them out and sprinkle all the love and goodness, happy thoughts, and raise the vibration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. All right, y'all. So you go out and make it a great day.
Yes.
It's gonna be beautiful today.
We have Goddess coming in tomorrow.
Yay! Yay!
Peace out.
Peace out. Love you guys.